What's up? Hey, got a good one for you today. We're gonna get into that 30 reps, that metabolic conditioning that I talk about. Guys, I'm in my 40s right now, and the periodization, which I would like to call it, which is what's periodization is basically how you set your workouts up with reps, sets, and recovery, which is hugely important in getting you the results that we want. A lot of guys, most of the time, the diehards in the gym are overtraining, which basically is going to hamper their results. And then a lot of, about 80% of the people in the gym that are working out are not taxing their body or stressing their body enough in order to progress, in order to get those gains that they want, because it's uncomfortable. And let's talk a little bit about comfortable and uncomfortable. You've heard me say 100 times the carryover for workout in life, and you'll talk. And I've said it 100 times. I'm always on YouTube, guys, looking at very successful people, granted CEOs of companies. Guys that have written books, people like David Goggins, Buffalo Boy, Navy SEAL. And if you haven't read any of his books, man, this guy's an ultra marathoner. And talk about uncomfortable. This guy is the epitome of getting into that uncomfortable state. Because when we're uncomfortable, guys, that's where growth occurs. So when you are working out and it gets uncomfortable, it is burning like hell, right? When we get into these 30 reps, guys, it's got to burn like hell. If you're hitting 30 reps and you can do 50, 60, where you could hit 50 or 60 more reps, it's too easy, guys. It's got to burn. And I'm telling you guys, even when you're first working out, when you get that lactic acid buildup, guys, it's very uncomfortable because your body's not used to it. And then your body adapts and gets used to it quicker. And so when you do things like this in the gym, it really does carry over to your day-to-day. Same thing with yoga. Now, we like to, yoga instructors, the good ones, will talk about that yoga is a simulated stress response. So I'm going to put you like tied up like in a pretzel where it is uncomfortable, and your job is to make it comfortable. And how do we do that? By breathing, right? By relaxing, by using those tips, those tools, such as breath, sight, widening your field of visions, right? So when I use my peripheral vision, that brings your heart rate and calms your body down. It's proven, right? Same thing with a deeper breath. When I'm breathing, that's going to elevate everything. When I'm, right, that's going to calm my body down, and it's going to bring my heart rate down, and it's going to make it comfortable. When we get into that too, you'll notice that you'll be able to hold yoga poses for longer when you're doing that, instead of holding your breath, hyperventilating. And so you want to tie those little secrets, those little gifts that I'm giving you guys into your workouts, right? Because even though we're going to be bringing your heart rate up, we want to make it comfortable. We want to be so if you think about Lance Armstrong, when he's breathing, one of the things that he's training for, right, is that if I'm hauling ass on my bike and I have to go up a hill, I want my breath not to change, right? I want to keep my breath deep so that he's not using or basically wasting energy or using muscles that don't need to be involved, right? If I'm strengthening my jaw, if you ever watch a 100-meter sprinter take off, and when you put them in slow motion, you'll literally see their cheeks like flapping. They're so relaxed, right? And a 100-meter sprint is all out. That's intensity 100, right? 100%. And so these guys are going all out, yet they're so relaxed because, again, they don't want to be burning or being inefficient in that movement. So taking a cold shower, right? I used to fight with this. let alone the physical benefits, guys. Look, if you YouTube the physical benefits of taking a cold shower, anti-inflammatory, right? So it's like icing the body. Why do football players jump in an ice bath? There's a reason why, right? It's good for the body. Let alone is it waking you up. You don't need a cup of coffee in the morning when you jump your butt in the cold shower. You come up, right? Woo! But the best thing about it is this. So every day when you jump in a cold shower, here's what I like to do. I like to get up early in the morning knowing that I am up earlier than 90% of the population. I am jumping in a shower, a cold shower, and I know only, 3% of the population is doing that. To me, I love that because I don't want to be mediocre, and neither do you. If you've made it this far, so far through the program, you don't either. And you can see where you want, what you want, and what you want in life, and you want to go get it. You're a go-getter, because if you're not, you haven't made it. You wouldn't have gone this far. The people that aren't go-getters, the ones that talk the talk and don't walk the walk, right? Those are the ones that, unfortunately, they do a couple and that's it. And I've had to deal with these for 23 years. I've been training guys, and I've seen these people in it. I remember in the beginning, it used to break my heart. So, now I know who to let go and who to put more of my time and energy in. So when it gets uncomfortable, guys, now again, we don't want to get to the point where we're overtraining. Don't get me wrong. Simulated stress response, that's what yoga is all about. That's what this is about. So that when I'm dealing with stress in real life, when life gets hard, and it's going to get hard, can I adapt and overcome? That's what makes those people that I'm talking to you about that are on YouTube videos, that have books that people are reading about, that separate people like Bruce Lee, right? That's my man right there. Why is that guy, he died when he was 32, and why will he be talked about forever? Because of the things that he did and is able to accomplish. And if you read about his life and things that he was able to overcome, right? And I have a lot of my old students will talk to me, and I used to work at behavior schools. I'm talking with the worst of the worst kids. These kids come from, God, some very bad places, guys. And I used to tell them, I'm like, guys, hey, I was fortunate enough to have parents that were together and didn't abandon me and weren't out doing drugs and stuff like that. But I've had some very, very, very difficult situations, and it's knocked me down, but it's knowing about these people that we're able to overcome. And my students that come from those bad backgrounds, I say, guys, what you're going to do is, if you overcome what life has given you, you are a walking example to anybody around you, right? You are a walking motivation for people to be like, look what this guy's done, right? Especially those that know what you've done and where you've overcome. And most people can just sense it, because, guys, everybody goes through hard times. But like I said, there are people that have gone through some very, very, very difficult ones. And if you read about David Goggins, man, he used to be abused as a child. And for him to overcome that and the things that he's done, and what I love about him is because he is a Buffalo boy. So I just wanted to share that with you, because the workouts are going to get uncomfortable, guys. Especially when we get, and you gotta hit those, gotta get in there to get the results, right? Every day is different, though. Now, if today is a day that you got no sleep, you got no stress, then you might want to go back to a yoga. So we did a yoga workout just a couple days ago, and go back to those ones where you're going to relax and settle into it. If you wanted to just to open it up, and then maybe you're going like super, super light bands on this one, guys. All you're going to need today is a band, a mat, a little space. So you can see, guys, look at this space I got right here. So I like to keep showing you guys this, like, you really don't need that much equipment and stuff to get a good workout in. All right? So I've chit-chatted enough. Let's get into it. Let's get those quads open up. Let's get those glutes, guys. Because I guarantee you that you're tight still here. If not, then what I want you to do is go back to some of those stretches that I've shown you before and find those tight areas and get them. Maybe it's your neck, maybe it's your traps, because we know, those are really tight for most people, especially if you're sitting at a desk and you have a lot of stress, or you're a type A personality. I guarantee you that neck is probably tight. So you want to stretch that, right? We want full range of motion, right? So if your head can only turn that way when it's supposed to go 90, right? We want to stretch it. I've shown you, I think on the shoulder assessment that I did in the first 2 months. So now that you guys know this workout and you heard my spiel today, you can always fast forward. If the workout's a 2K, you can pause them again, guys. Right? So grab your bands, grab your mat, grab your little space, grab a spot. So I got this one, guys. So I needed to find this corner here because I need to attach this a different way with this band, because I need to wrap it around something that's not going to just slide, right? Let's get into it. Let's get the quads. Let's get it. Here we go. Squeeze your butt. Let's get it. As you can hear, I got a little music playing in the background, guys. I want to put a little music because, again, that's what motivates me, man. I love music. I've been a DJ for a long time. I'll literally make playlists for myself because when I'm working out, I don't want to pause, right? I want one song to go right into the next. Squeeze those glutes. Breathe. Right hip flexor, so pushing the hips down. And then coming back, getting that quad. Again, guys, once we start opening up, again, your head should be able to touch that wall. And if you notice, and this is a morning workout, so I haven't really had time to loosen up. And again, in the beginning, guys, we want to do a dynamic stretch, right? If you ever watch soccer players and football players when they're warming up, they're not sitting doing a static stretch where they're holding it, right? They're doing like butt kickers and things like that. And those are good ways to open up the body. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't really, you know what, you can do them basically running in place. What am I thinking of? Butt kickers, high knees, things like that, right? Frankensteins, to open your body up in a dynamic way, again, which meaning that we're not holding the stretch, we're just trying to get more mobility in that joint. Guys, make sure this foot is not out to the side like this. See that? Do not want that foot out like that. Do not want to sit kneeling. So I've noticed my elementary students when they'll sit, kneel, and if they got their foot out like this, guys, and you'll notice how that will tear anything up. Even these young kids, you always want, and I think I've discussed that in some of the yoga poses where you're in that Japanese kneeling position, because if you just think about it, right, that's not lining up, man. It's putting a lot of torque on your knee. We know that knee's a hinge joint. It's not a rotational joint. So again, why it's so important that we keep mobility here, because if we lose mobility in the hips and the ankle, then the knee tries to do that movement, right? If I can't, when I'm doing uppercuts, or do that rotation with my hip, then the knee tries to do that rotation, and then you're gonna get into tearing that meniscus up, tearing a lot of things up. You don't want that, right? Good. So let's get the old hammies involved here. So unfortunately, I don't have my incline, anything to incline myself here. So good, big breath in. Good, pull the stomach in, rib cage showing. 1, 2. Guys, I always start up, you notice kind of like a lot of times I'll have a long sleeve shirt on. I'll put my hoodie up a lot. I want to heat that body up good to warm it up, because that's why we do warm-ups. That's why your coach will usually, right, get you moving first, because again, it's gonna set the body right. It's gonna prevent injury. Again, that's the biggest thing we want to do, right? Because if we injure ourselves, man, it's like starting over, right? Let's get one more. Exhale. Good. Come on up. Nice. All right. Guys, grab your bands. Let's see if we can get my little mat in there. All right. All right. We've been doing 30 reps, so for most things, we're going to be doing 30 reps again today. And then you're, might hit it one more time, and then we're going to start dropping down into those heavier weights and less reps. So, clams, going to use that band around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get 15, 7, 8, 9. Either hand here or here, anything. Make sure you got your mouse hole, right? So when I'm tall, there's a little space between my rib cage and my hips. Good. While we're here, guys, a little bit of 90-90. Look at Coach. I'm loose as a goose today. Notice how I put my hand right down already here. So I really don't want to. I'm opened up, okay, which is usually rare. So that means don't waste my time on that, right? And the quad stretch, guys. So usually my women are more flexible. But even them, guys, their quads are usually tight, especially when we start doing a lot of legs, right? Squats and lunges, it really focuses on those quads, which tightens them up. But don't waste your time stretching a muscle that's not tight, right? We don't want to loosen it too much. So let's get the other side. Boom, I put it right down. All right, so if you need to, you're gonna do 20. 15, 20, open it right up, guys. But I want to show you, too, again, that if my muscle's not tight, guys, again, it's hard when I'm not here with you and I'm not one-on-one. Don't waste your time, right? So let's get the other clams. If you got to pause it and get those stretches, guys, go ahead and get them, right? So get both sides at least 10 times. And then get that other side. I love this band right here, guys. I can't remember where I got this band from. But the best thing is they don't break. I had a band one time break. I mean, this was long ago. They make the bands a lot better now. But man, the thing ripped off the wall, slapped me right in the back. Oh, my skin raised up. It was like somebody had caned me. It hurt. I couldn't even sleep on my back. I slept on my side and stomach for like a month. Good. But notice how we're singling out this muscle. And then what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do a shuffle. So if you get the little bands, you can put them around there. Again, we're waking those glutes up. So we're waking this. So we go 4 to the right, 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you got the bands that I got away here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a little bit of biceps in there. Palms up, shoulders back. If I poke my butt out a little bit, it kind of gets the back part of that hip that we know is so crucial, right? It's not more here. It's these guys right here that get weak. And it's hard to get that guy if we don't open those quads and the hip flexors first. like doing this too, guys. I want you to see too, when we open the hips, and we kind of wake those hips up and we wake the glutes up, right? How much better our balance is. How deeper we can get in our squats and stuff. It really does set us up, right? Because we know, again, they actually call it glute amnesia because their glutes get shut off so easily. Getting heated up here now. All right, so grab your band. Here. All right. We are going to step into this, guys. If you're going too much, I'm going to tie it lower by a lunge with a push. Making a lot of noise here. If this is too much, little step, little push. All right, if you have to, you might just be right here, right? Let's get 15 on each side. Man, what is going on? That is not safe. Let me find it different. Let's go this way with it. Keep going, guys. All right, so let's get that other side. Not there yet. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna see why now, right? I've been working on the legs so much. So, because when we start tying them in with the upper body, we get way more, right? And the heart rate goes up, get a little bit more cardio in there. T, 14, 15, good. I'm gonna leave that band on there, guys, so I don't wanna pull it off. Let's go ahead and get straight leg back here. Let's just get 15. And then what I want to do, guys, here, let's go into our side planks, right? So here, big breath in. Good. Pull the stomach in, rib cage showing, stack it. Breathe in. No sagging. Nice. Let's get the other side. Getting heated up now. Heated up now. Other side, guys. 15. Knee behind the hip. Once these guys start getting easier, right, we'll start again like I did in the first one, was wrapping the band around my legs. Good. Get 15. I'm not sure what I got. You know, trainers are terrible counters, right? My clients just always make fun of me because I'd say 20, they get 20, and I say 5 more. Good, guys. Remember your planks and all that, guys, are foundational type stuff. Notice if there's a difference between one side and the other. Make note of it. Contact me if you need to. Basically, we find the weaknesses and then we put our attention on it. So maybe like after the workout, you're going to do another 10 minutes of that side plank, or if you haven't, later on in the day at work, jump on the floor and do it, right? I love doing stuff like that, and our students and my teachers think I'm crazy as hell, you know, because I'll just do stuff like that. But hopefully maybe it motivates somebody else to be like, hey, right? Most people are so worried about what other people think of them that they, it inhibits them from doing the things they want to do in life, which is crazy to me. All right, 15 on each side. All right. This time I want the palms in if you guys didn't do it the first time. So palms in, 1, 2, 3. Notice how the legs kind of drive it first and you finish it. So don't pause and then push. Let the legs help finish that momentum. Okay, switch legs. Again, you do what you can do. Catch your breath if you need to. Come up on a bounce. So if I can bring this out, boom, balance. Boom, balance. Bing, bing, bing. Side plank. All right. Switch your legs if you remember what you had. So I think my first one, I had my bottom leg forward. Where are you? Where's your intention? Huh? Stay here with me. Stay focused. Find your breath. Focus on your body. Shut that mind off. Get the most out of your time, right? Good. Should start getting these side planks and the plank holds, guys, to where you can hold it for a minute. You want to shoot for that. All right. Top leg up. Here we go. Let's hold 10 more seconds here, guys. Then let's get our pulls in. So we're gonna do a squat in a row next. Ah, very nice, very nice. All right, hopefully I don't tear this thing off the foundation. So, here. This one we'll go palms down, palms up. So palms down on the way down, palm up on the way up. Get 30. Oh yeah. Nice, nice. Heartbeat should be going, right? Glute bridge hold. All right? So you're probably wondering, why didn't we get that butt yet in the beginning? So, you don't get it now. All right? Squeeze. One thing you want to be careful of, guys, in the glute bridge is if I go up too much, what's going to do is it's going to start arching my back. I don't want that. And it usually is if I go too far up, right? We want, again, all butt, have no low back. We're just a little bit low back in this, but if it's all low back or hamstrings, those guys are trying to do the job of the butt. I always mess around. So you've got a $100 bill between your butt cheeks. You don't want nobody to get it, right? Make sure you tuck your chin so you're not arching your neck. Weight is on the shoulder blades, not on my neck. Okay, and those quad, that stretch did open me up. I feel like all right here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze as hard as you can. Squeeze it as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's get crazy. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. But let me just show you a little something. Roll back, not to your neck, and then roll forward. Roll back, roll forward. Roll back, roll forward. And then see if you can stand up. All right, round 2. Guys, palms in on this one. Palms in. Parallel grip, they call it. So here. How's the band for you? Should be burning like hell, right? If that band is too light and you can do 100 of these, right? All right. If you got to cut the squats off or do a little baby squat, you can adjust it, okay? Ultimately, hey, we want to build this up. We're doing single leg squats. Oh, yeah. Right? We'll progress that. Here we go. Just think about where you started and where you are now, right? Always think about that. Never lose sight of that. Right? That first workout, you were probably just dying, right? And it was nothing too crazy. Now look what you're doing. Able to walk through life, your daily life, without huffing and puffing. Able to walk upstairs without dying and breathing like Darth Vader. Able to pick your suitcase up with one hand. Oh, I lost count. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Very nice, very nice. Woo. Let's try this. Single leg glute bridge hold. If it's too much, go to 2 legs. Here. Squeeze. Switch, squeeze. See if there's a difference between one leg and the other, right? Again, if you have to go to 2 legs, go to 2. Guys, I'm going to show you now when we come back to the band, right? A lot of people neglect frontal plane, which is what's frontal plane motion is side to side motion, right? If you go to the gym, most people are just doing front lunges, reverse lunges, just rows, pull. Guys, you pull and row all different, right? I pull from here, I go from here, and you want to get that, right? You don't want to neglect it. If you do these wrong, you will hurt yourself. And if you feel still unsafe about it, you can go lighter band, or you can just go back to a normal pull or row. We are going to be doing this to help open you up in your L's too as well. If there was a wall and I was sliding my back behind the wall, all right, you're gonna have to go lighter on your bands, guys. All right. So when we go back to a push, I'm gonna do a side lunge and a side push. This I do not want rolled in. If you are rolling this in, guys, you are going to tear this up. If my back is against the wall, if I'm here, sliding against this, I'm sliding out. And here, notice the difference. I'm not doing this. Guys, this is not a rotator, right? Slide against the wall. That's 2. Push with this leg. Here, 3, 4, 5. Good. I always say it's like fencing, right? I'm going to drive with my leg, not my arm. Okay, we're just going to do 15 here, guys. Get the movement down, guys. Technique. Technique, technique, technique. Other side here. So you guys can catch this. Band is behind my back. 1, 2. Make sure there's no pinching in the shoulders. No pain in the shoulders. on the ground, guys, swims with the rotation, right? It's been a while since we've done these. So left leg goes up, rotate to your right. So I'm here. 1, 2, 3. Butt. 5, let's get 15. It's like you're looking over your shoulder. Good, switch it. Nice. All right, second set, guys. If I got a band like this, and it's too hard, so you can see how I doubled it up on that first one, I can slide it through, right? And then this is gonna make it a lot easier for me. All right, if I feel any pinching or it's too much, you drive with that leg. Dude, don't rotate that shoulders. Your back is against the wall, my forearm is up against it the whole time. Even when you step out of this, guys, don't do that, right? So you can get lower. Oh yeah. Gotta get that 15. All right. Nice. Second set, guys. We got one more exercise and we got it. Hang in there, guys. Switch it. All right, we're gonna tie in our rows, guys. Single arm row with rotational lunge. Watch how I do this. All right, I like to say like a tug of war, right? If I had a rope, right, and I was pulling, I was gonna go, right, like this. And that's what the movement is. So, be stepping on my mat. So, if I step with my right leg back, Boom. I'm gonna pull right here. Notice where my elbow is. Not up here, guys, right here, even. Right? This knee straight. Don't let it cave in. Good. Let's get 15 on each side for a total of 30. Now these ones are a little bit harder, so we're going to knock those reps down a little bit. I know we started with 30. Let's get 15. Make sure you got the right band. Guys, don't be pulling when I'm stepping. I don't want to be, right? Plant, then pull. And this leg's helping me follow through. If I extend this arm out, it's going to help line this leg up. If you're having a hard time lining that knee up, guys. Okay, other side. All right, got one more step there, guys. Let's go. Step matrix or lunge matrix to balance, okay? Squeeze your glutes. I'm gonna start with my left. Pause. 1, 2. 1, 2. Side. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, looks like coach is on. Backwards, foot straight. Good. Crossover step back behind. Crossover step to the front. You started, that's one. Now I'm gonna step out a little bit farther because I just nailed that one, right? Oh, I'm gonna redo that. Perfect. Foot wasn't straight. Let's get it again. There it is. Oh, I'm going a little bit too fast here, guys. Guys, 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Squeeze, squeeze. Oh, get that again. Let's get that again. Good. Behind, in front. Good. Step a little bit far. Boom. Ooh, back one's giving me trouble today. Let's get that again. There it is. Behind, in front. Last one. Get that back one. Where's your weakness, guys? Which one's giving you trouble? Good, now it. Right leg. Load, unload, right? Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah. Ooh, Ooh, I forgot the crossover step. Let's get that here. Behind, in front. Okay, notice how I'm going, I go down and up, right? Push off the ground. That's where my power comes from, right? If I'm stiff-legged here, I got nothing to push off with, right? If I'm boom, coming in, bang, coming off. That athletic stance. Ooh. Go ahead and get another round, guys. Good job today. Namaste.